Charles Lambert reporting and talking to just a few of the many, many loyal Reds enjoying themselves there on the terraces at the Feyenoord Stadium last night. Well,
Being the newest champions of European soccer landed half an hour late. The weather familiar, the welcome anything but. Fans, many of whom had returned from Rotterdam earlier in the day, were waiting to welcome their heroes. So too were airport workers and the media, who joined the celebrations as Alex Ferguson held the cup aloft. The players were boasting that they'd achieve the same result next year.
I think everybody must have enjoyed last night. I mean, even if you're not a United supporter, I mean, I think everybody involved in British football must be pleased with us, I think.
You've had one party already, now another one.
Yes, if I can last that long. Yeah, we had a good night last night, so hopefully that'll continue.
Well done, thank you.
The players' families were then taken to customs, but the team, with an impressive piece of silverware to declare, was spared such formalities. They were rushed through a side entrance to their waiting open-top bus and more cameras. Even though the traditional soccer welcome in Manchester's Albert Square has been cancelled because of safety considerations, the squad is still guaranteed the biggest of celebration parades. An estimated 50,000 people are intent on making it a second night for the team to remember by lining the streets from Altrincham to Eccles to catch a glimpse of their team.
Well, the team's open-top buses to make its way through the streets of South Manchester. Peter Stevenson is on the route with fans who've turned out to join in the celebrations.
Well, we know that the Manchester United bus has actually left the airport, and here in Stretford, you know that you can count on a tumultuous welcome from all the fans here. It's carnival time. Let's have a chat with one or two of the fans. You were there last night. What sort of atmosphere was it like in Rotterdam?
Fantastic atmosphere last night, brilliant. First half, United played really well. Then came out the second half and did the business for us.
Now, I know fans young and old were watching last night. What's this fella's name?
Matthew Busby Bright.
Busby?
Busby.
A great Manchester United name.
Great, fantastic.
Who's his favourite player?
Mark Hughes.
And he stayed up last night to watch the big game?
Watched all the match, yes.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Well, also enjoying the occasion tonight is Billy Mitchell from the Football Supporters Association. Billy, a great occasion last night in Holland.
Yes, I was very encouraged by the behaviour of the fans and also the approach of the Dutch police. Firm but friendly at the same time.
The Sports Minister Robert Atkins today went so far as to say that we've entered a new era for English fans abroad. Would you go along with that?
I said there has been a gradual change in supporters' attitudes over the last couple of seasons. It's no longer seen as being cool to fight. That's encouraging that.
And what about next season? 4 English teams in there. Do you think there's a chance we might undo all the good work from last night?
Well, I prefer to think of it as the 4 teams building on the good work that was done last night to further enhance the reputation of English football fans abroad.
We'll wait and see. But for the moment here from Stretford, there's still no sign of the bus that we're all desperate to see. So for now, it's back to the studio.
Well, Manchester United's victory in Rotterdam produced a light-hearted exchange in the Commons this afternoon. A North West MP asked the Prime Minister to join him in congratulating the team on their performance.
Does my right honourable friend share my pleasure, not only in Manchester United's excellent result last night against Barcelona, but also in the behaviour of their supporters? But does he not agree with me that good though the quality of play was, it's likely to be bettered on Sunday in the 3rd Division playoff by Bury Football Club against Bolton Wanderers?
I think, Mr. Speaker, I would be in very considerable danger if I answered the last part of that question. But insofar as the first part is concerned, I'm glad to join my honourable friend in congratulating Manchester United.
In Stretford, thousands have turned out along the route to welcome Manchester United. Of course, earlier this afternoon, the plane that was bringing them back to Manchester Airport arrived late. We can see there the victorious double-decker bus with the players proudly showing off the cup that they've won, actually leaving Manchester Airport. A great reception there. Thousands of fans turning out. Happily, the weather has improved this evening. There they are, you can see them actually showing off that bit of silverware won last night. And hopefully in the next few minutes we shall try and see the bus arriving. They're on the roofs, they're everywhere here in Stretford to welcome back Manchester United.
Well, now look at the region's weather with a view of
Eccles, a huge splash of red and white escorting the buses every yard of glorious progress.
It's been fabulous, hasn't it? Couldn't be better. In the few times I've come back to receptions like this, nothing's compared with this.
Do you think that's because it's a European trophy and that bit extra special?
Yeah, I think it is the charisma of the European competitions. I think that's what's given the club the charisma that it's got. You know, and it shows what people in Manchester think about the European competitions.
It was a long night for those who picked a vantage point down the route. The huge human street party that was going on delayed the procession at every turn. But in the city centre, they waited patiently. Always look on the bright side of life.
What do you think of this then?
Oh, it's quite exceptional, isn't it? I think we're all surprised and, well, amazed really. It's a cold day, but I think it shows the affection of Manchester United and what the supporters think of us.
Last night was obviously a great night for you and the club. Now you're actually back in Manchester showing the cup off to the people. Does it feel extra special? Has it sunk in even more?
Well, there's a lot of people who couldn't manage and probably didn't get tickets, and to them it's a special day. They've watched it on television and now we're home to celebrate with them.
It's going to take you hours to get to Deansgate and to get off the bus, isn't it?
Who's worrying?
Certainly not Alex. It's been a marathon journey since the European Captain's Cup campaign began for him. The finishing straight has been the best bit. The message to him and his players from the people of Manchester tonight is simple. The 19th of September 1990. 5 years on from Heysel, an English stadium was once again staging European club football. The Hungarian Cup winners Pesti Munkacs were United's first round opponents. But they were the support act on a gala night for the English game. United quickly reached concert pitch.
Ince. Blackmore again. Good effort from Blackmore. Oh, what a goal! Clayton Blackmore has given Manchester United the perfect start on their return to European football. Blackmore, the goal scorer. That's useful as well. Oh, good turn by Webb. Manchester United get a second.
United's first overseas expedition was a journey back in time. Pécs, a sleepy outpost of European football. A 3-hour drive from the Hungarian capital Budapest, but 100 years away from the clamour of Old Trafford. But United called the tune just the same, catching the relaxed mood to ease through comfortably.
Blackmore. Trying to turn the ball in now.
And the header goes in from Brian Leclerc.
And that really ends the afternoon's entertainment.
It wasn't quite the end. United's all-male St Nicholas Choir sang the finale. The first seasonal steps in the direction of Rotterdam. 10 hours to kick off. The Elysee Park Hotel on the outskirts of Rotterdam. Time to focus the mind. Time to focus on the morning headlines. Sir Matt Busby is here, a reassuring sight for the modern-day babes.
Everybody nice and relaxed?
Yes, very much so. We're looking forward to it now.
Nervous at all at this stage, or is it
no,
early?
A bit early for us, I think, but I'm sure about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock we'll be getting a bit nervous.
What's the plan for the rest of the day?
Well, I know the plans I'm going to have. I'm going to do a bit of training and I'm going to go to sleep all afternoon, hopefully.
2 players in particular will sleep better than they did the previous day. Goalkeeper Les Sealey has proved his fitness in training. Gary Pallister's okay too. Fergie's holding a full hand.
Everybody looked relaxed training there. Is that the case?
Well, it's a normal training session. It should be that way.
And what are your impressions of the stadium?
It's fine, yes. No complaints at all.
Do you get nervous at this time, be honest?
No. You see me at 6 o'clock tomorrow, you'll see me. No, I'm enjoying it. This is it. People strive all their life to get to finals, European finals. I'm fortunate to have done it twice, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Back in October, Alex had been plotting a cross-border raid on the road to Rotterdam, on Wrexham, just 50 miles down the road in North Wales. UEFA demanded they spent the night before the first leg in the country of the home club. It was a journey Wrexham's boyhood supporter Mark Hughes had made many times.
Waits for the corner. It's Steve Bruce though. It's Brian McClair. It's United in front. McClair makes the breakthrough. This fella's never far away from the contest. Hughes all the way. Penalty. Who's got the better nerve? Steve Bruce, just. Sharp finding Webb. That's another teaser towards Steve Bruce. Good header under pressure. Gary Pallister, great goal. Oh, he enjoyed that. Now Phillips has given it away to Ince.